Morning. I am feeling so much better today. Yesterday I was just feeling absolutely rotten again. It's just this cold, it's really taking it out of me. So yesterday afternoon, let me give you an update. I was getting so irritated. I literally was walking along the trail going like this constantly. There's these flies out here. I don't know if anyone's ever experienced this. They just hover in front of your face all the time as you're hiking. All afternoon they were doing it. And then every now and then they just dive bomb your eyeballs. It's so annoying. They don't bite you or anything, but they just constantly irritate you. And I was literally walking along like that, getting so angry all afternoon. And usually there's just one, but I think by the time I got to camp there was about 7 or 8. And at one point I literally just stopped on trail and I was like, okay then, do what you need to do. Bite me, go in my eye, do what you want to do. And then they just stop and they fly away. I just do not understand it. But every now and then you'd get one in your eye and you'd like having to stop and get it out. Oh, I was getting so frustrated yesterday just because of those little flies. It's funny how the littlest of things can really irritate you. But I got to camp last night at about, it must have been about 5-ish I think last night. I did about maybe 20-21 miles, something like that. And I had another early night because again I wasn't feeling the best. But I got woken up this morning to all this noise around my tent. Thinking, what on earth is it? What kind of animal is it now? And I was thinking, right, I'll start coughing and try and frighten it away. That didn't work. And then whatever it was started snorting and kind of digging near my tent. And I'm thinking, okay, it's not a mouse. I thought it's got to be a deer. It can't be anything. It won't be like a mountain lion because they're not that noisy. And I think a bear, I'd have known about it if it was a bear. So I knew it's kind of going to be a deer. So I was all brave. I opened up my tent, got my torch out, shone it out, and then I got 3 pairs of eyes staring back at me. And at first I was thinking, should I try and frighten them away? But I was like, well no, this is their home. I'm the one camping in the middle of their territory. So I left them to it and went back to sleep. And then this morning I just saw it was like a mum and the 2 babies, which is kind of cute going around the tent. I've set off this morning just as it was getting light. I've probably got about 5,500 feet ascent today, so it's going to be a bit of a tougher day. But there seems to be some clouds in the sky, so it might be a little bit cooler than yesterday, which will be good. I have just been collecting some water here. So this was my tap this morning, just down there. And apart from that, I don't think I've got much else to update you on. So I will carry on hiking. Hello. You're not frightened, are you? Hey. Hello. Oh. Hi. Hi. don't know if this shows up, but I have literally got flies all around my head, constantly in front of my face, all the time. It's so annoying. I hate it. I don't know if you can see them if I stop, but they're just literally everywhere. 5 minutes ago I came across a black bear. It was literally on the side of the trail. It was kind of freakishly close actually. I walked around the corner and I just saw it running away down into the trees. But the black bears, they're so much smaller than the brown bears. I was surprised how small it was. I thought it was a cub at first, and I just stood really still thinking, if it's a cub, I don't want to be caught between it and its mother. But I stood there for a little while and there wasn't a mum around, so I'm just presuming that's just the size of them. It was so much smaller than ones I'd seen before. So I kind of went on cautiously around the few corners, and I've just stopped here and had a bit of a snack. And I've just been looking at camp spots for tonight on gut hooks, and a lot of the camp spots up ahead all say that there's lots of sightings of bears in the area, so I'm gonna have to keep my eye out tonight. But I have been having a few different snacks recently. I haven't shown you because during the day I've just not felt so good, but there's this brand called Good and Smart, these ones here, and these are blueberry nut clusters. Yesterday I had some mango by the same brand. The day before I had some chili and lime nut clusters, and I think I've also had some apricots as well. And I wanted to try and change up my snacks a little bit during the day because I was getting a little bit bored of nuts and seeds all the time and trail mix and homemade things. So I thought I'll just try a few pre-packaged things. But I can honestly say they're not the best. I mean, they've got healthy-ish things in them. They've got the peanuts and pumpkin seeds, blueberries, but they've got a lot of brown rice syrup and sugar in them as well, which to me personally, it just doesn't taste so nice. It's like I had the mangoes yesterday and they were like a toxic colour. It didn't even taste like mango, it tasted so artificial. But I've been giving them a go, but I wouldn't recommend them. I can't even remember where I got them from, so I'm sorry I can't tell you that. But yeah, I just thought I'd let you know I was trying a few different things, and they've got a bit more protein in them, you see, than other things I've been trying. So I thought I would give them a go, but unfortunately it's a bit of a fail. But I suppose it's okay to try new things out here. Look what I nearly stood on the trail. It's literally in front of my feet. Wow. Hey you. Should I move you out the trail? Don't want you getting stood on. Today has been, oh, I shouldn't admit this, but the most boring and frustrating day I have ever had on trail. Oh, apart from seeing a bear and a lizard on the trail, my view was literally just the trail and just trees either side of me all day long, and from 7 o'clock to 4 o'clock all I've been doing is that, because the flies have just been pecking at me and irritating me and landing in my eyes. It's just been one of those days. And this is the absolute first view. It's 4:45 and I've got my first view of the day. Oh, it has just dragged. It has been, I don't often have days like this on trail, and I don't normally complain or moan, and it is what it is, but it's been so boring. I have literally just been listening to a book, an audiobook all day, just to kind of get rid of the boredom. And I think it's the first time ever I've been bored on trail, and that's never happened before. But let me show you my first, and hopefully not my last, view of the day. And the view is more trees in the distance, which I will no doubt be walking through tomorrow. But yeah, at least there's something that I can see now. I've got a bit of sky and everything, look.